Have you ever wondered why some men over 60 experience ejaculation without semen? Perhaps you or your partner have noticed this change and aren't sure what it means. In this video, we'll tackle a topic that might be sensitive or uncomfortable, but deserves our attention and understanding. You'll discover the natural explanations behind this phenomenon, including medical and psychological factors. We'll address common concerns and myths, providing you with the knowledge to face these changes confidently. Stay with us until the end to learn how aging, medications, hormonal changes, and even surgeries can affect sexual health, and how open communication and professional guidance can make a big difference in maintaining a fulfilling sex life at any age. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you like this video, help spread these valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. From the moment we're born, the human body is on an endless journey of transformation. Throughout our lives, every cell, every organ, and every system in our body evolves and adapts to new life cycles. Sexuality, one of the most sensitive and deeply personal aspects of our existence, is no exception. As we age, our sexuality, like other aspects of our health and well-being, changes and adjusts. For men, one of the changes that can occur over time is a decrease or even a complete absence of semen during orgasm. Although this phenomenon can cause feelings of insecurity or confusion, it's important to remember that, in most cases, it's not a sign that something is wrong with the body. Rather, it's a natural part of aging and a reflection of how our organism adapts over the years. One of the most important phenomena that can cause this absence of ejaculation is known as retrograde ejaculation. This term might sound technical or even alarming to those unfamiliar with it, but I want to make a conscious effort to demystify it and provide a more understandable explanation. Retrograde ejaculation occurs when, instead of semen being expelled out of the body during climax, it flows back into the bladder. Although this might seem strange, it's actually quite common and shouldn't cause alarm. The reason for this is a series of factors, one of the most relevant being the weakening of the muscles surrounding the urethra and the bladder neck. As we age, it's completely normal for these muscles to lose some of their strength or tone. This muscular weakening can cause semen to take an alternative path back into the bladder instead of exiting the body as expected. While the idea of semen flowing back into the body might sound concerning, I want to emphasize something very important. Retrograde ejaculation is not dangerous in most cases. In fact, for many men, it's just a natural physiological change that doesn't affect their quality of life or overall health. However, I understand that for many, this can be a sensitive and confusing topic. Sexuality is such an intimate and fundamental part of our identity that any changes related to it can cause insecurity, frustration, or even fear. Therefore, it's essential to understand that these changes, although uncomfortable or surprising, are part of the natural cycle of life. They are just another stage where our body adapts to new rhythms and needs. Additionally, I want to share something fundamental. You are not alone in this process. These changes occur throughout the lives of millions of men and are entirely understandable and manageable. Another important factor in the decrease of semen ejaculation is the impact of certain medications. Many men over 60, due to common conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, or prostate issues, take medications to control these health problems. While these medications are essential for maintaining well-being and health, some of them can affect the nervous system or the muscles involved in the ejaculation process. As a result, the release of semen can decrease or even disappear in some cases. Although this side effect can be concerning, it's crucial to remember that it's not uncommon. Many of these medications are necessary for treating serious diseases, and the most important thing is not to stop taking them without consulting a doctor. Open communication with your doctor is vital. If a man notices a change in his ejaculation and suspects it might be related to his medications, it's essential to discuss this with a healthcare professional immediately. In most cases, there are alternatives or adjustments in treatment that can alleviate or reduce these side effects. It's important to emphasize here that these types of changes should not be viewed as a loss or something negative. Sexuality is not static or predictable. It's a part of our life that evolves as we do. The aging process is a unique experience for each person, and there is no right way to age. The most important thing is to learn to accept and understand these changes, as they are an intrinsic part of life itself. Each stage brings new challenges, but also new opportunities to grow, learn more about ourselves, and find new ways to enjoy life. Finally, I want to underscore something deeply important. Health is not just measured by how our body functions, but also by how we feel about ourselves and our environment. Aging and its associated changes should not be a source of shame, but an invitation to care for ourselves with more love and compassion. Instead of viewing these changes negatively, we can choose to see them as an opportunity to reconnect with our health, speak openly about our concerns, and seek solutions with the support of healthcare professionals who accompany us on this journey. There is nothing wrong with aging. In fact, it's a privilege. And like any part of life, what matters most is how we face it, with respect for our bodies and ourselves. So, if you're experiencing changes in your sexuality, remember, you are not alone. What you're going through is completely natural. Talk to your doctor, seek information, and most importantly, take care of yourself with love and patience. Life goes on, and there are always ways to enjoy it to the fullest, despite any challenges that may arise. In some cases, surgery can play a significant role in the occurrence of retrograde ejaculation, especially in men who undergo procedures to treat prostate enlargement, a very common condition in older men. These procedures, although crucial for improving the quality of life for those who need them by relieving symptoms like difficulty urinating, often have unexpected side effects. If you're still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment with the number 1 below so I know you're still with me. One of these effects is the alteration of the structures that control the release of semen, which can lead to retrograde ejaculation. While these medical procedures are a blessing for many men by improving essential aspects like urination, it's vital to be fully informed about the possible changes that could occur in sexual function. Although it might be difficult at first to accept that the body is changing, it's important to remember that every medical intervention has a purpose, and the most important thing is that it's done to improve our overall health and well-being. Another highly relevant factor to consider when addressing changes in ejaculation is hormonal balance. As the years pass, men experience a natural and gradual decrease in testosterone levels, a hormone that plays a crucial role not only in sperm production but also in sexual desire. This decrease, although part of a normal aging process, can significantly affect sexual function. While low testosterone is rarely the sole cause of ejaculation without semen, it can certainly contribute to the overall phenomenon. In this regard, it's crucial to have the guidance of an endocrinologist to evaluate whether hormone levels are within normal ranges. A specialist can offer alternatives, such as hormone therapies or lifestyle adjustments, to manage this imbalance. Hormonal health affects not only physical well-being but also emotional health, and proper management can make a significant difference in how we feel about ourselves. In addition to physical factors, we must also consider the psychological dimension that influences our sexual life. Concerns related to sexual performance or physical changes that come with age can generate anxiety, stress, or even feelings of insecurity. These emotional factors can significantly interfere with sexual response, creating a cycle where the mind plays as important a role as the body. In these cases, open and honest communication with your partner is essential. Talking about what you're experiencing, your concerns, and your fears can alleviate a significant portion of the emotional burden. We must not underestimate the power of mutual support. Sometimes, the intervention of a therapist specializing in sexuality may be necessary to address these emotional aspects, helping to demystify fears and providing tools to strengthen the relationship and intimate connection. It's important to highlight that sexuality and maturity should not focus solely on the amount of semen ejaculated or physical performance. The true value of mature sexuality lies in other deeply human and emotional aspects: pleasure, emotional connection, and shared intimacy with your partner. As bodies change, so do the ways we experience and share sexuality. What might have been a priority in youth, like ejaculation, may become less important as we age. The ability to enjoy touch, affection, and moments of closeness without the need to meet certain physical standards becomes a much more significant value. Mature sexuality is not just about meeting physical expectations, but about enriching our lives through deep emotional connection and mutual respect. So, if you experience any changes in your body, whether due to age, medical intervention, or hormonal imbalance, it's crucial to remember that sexuality should not be defined by what no longer functions the same way, but by what is still possible. Affection, the desire to share moments with someone special, and the ability to find new forms of pleasure and connection. Mature sexuality can be incredibly rich and satisfying if we are able to accept changes with grace and openness, without losing sight of what's most important: self-love and the relationship with those we share our lives with. It's essential to debunk a very common myth surrounding male sexuality. The absence of semen does not mean the orgasm has disappeared. This misconception causes a lot of unnecessary worry in men who experience retrograde ejaculation or a decrease in semen volume. It's important to understand that orgasm is a deeply complex experience involving much more than just ejaculation. The brain, nervous system, and the entire body are involved in this experience of pleasure. Therefore, even if semen is not expelled in the usual way, it doesn't mean the orgasm is less intense or less satisfying. The true essence of orgasm lies in the feeling of well-being and satisfaction experienced on a physical and emotional level, far beyond the simple act of ejaculation. This is something many men don't understand and can cause them great anxiety. But the reality is that this experience remains completely valid and pleasurable. Now, let's talk about how these changes in sexual function can influence your relationship. It's undeniable that aging brings a series of adjustments in all aspects of life, including sexuality. However, one of the most beautiful aspects of this process is that couples often experience a new form of intimacy. Over time, the focus on sexuality changes. Emotional connection, trust, and communication become much more solid and significant pillars than ever before. This not only helps overcome any challenges that may arise, but also opens new doors to discover alternative ways to enjoy sexual relations and intimacy. Maturity can allow couples to grow even closer, creating a space of deep understanding where concerns about performance or physical changes are replaced by greater closeness and mutual support. Instead of viewing sexuality as a series of physical expectations, aging can allow couples to rediscover the true meaning of connection, which goes far beyond physical appearance or ejaculation. In this sense, open communication is crucial. Talking about what's happening in the body, feelings, and concerns strengthens the relationship and can even enrich sexual life. With each change, the relationship can mature, transforming into something much deeper and more satisfying, where intimacy is based not only on what happens in bed but also on emotional trust and support that both partners provide. It's necessary to make it clear that the changes experienced with age, whether in ejaculation or other areas of sexuality, do not have to be viewed negatively. These changes can be an opportunity to evolve in how we experience sexuality, learning to focus more on what truly matters: emotional connection and mutual satisfaction. In this process, couples can find new ways to enjoy together, creating memories and experiences that are deeply meaningful. It's very important to keep in mind that, although the mentioned changes are common with age, not all men will experience them in the same way. Each body is unique, and what may be normal for one person may not be for another. Individual differences are a key factor in how we experience aging and its effects on our sexual health. What's essential here is not to fall into the trap of comparing our experience with others, as each process is as unique as the body itself. If you experience changes that cause discomfort or concern, do not hesitate to seek the guidance of a healthcare professional. They have the necessary tools to evaluate your situation comprehensively and determine if what you're experiencing is part of natural aging or if there are other factors at play. An appropriate diagnosis can provide clarity and peace of mind, allowing you to make informed decisions about how to address any changes in your sexual health. Remember that health is a personal journey, and the help of an expert can be fundamental in maintaining overall well-being. Before concluding, I want to leave you with a message full of hope and reflection. Sexuality and maturity is a fundamental, valuable, and deeply beautiful part of life. Although the body changes over time, the desire to love, be loved, enjoy pleasure, and connect with others remains constant. These changes should not be perceived as obstacles, but as opportunities to rediscover and reinvent how we experience sexuality. If you're still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment with the number 2 below so I know you're still with me. Maturity brings a wealth of experiences and a greater understanding of what truly matters in a relationship: emotional connection, affection, and mutual respect. Do not be afraid to explore this new chapter of life with a positive and open attitude. Sexuality and maturity can be as satisfying, deep, and meaningful as in any other stage of life, but with greater wisdom and a broader perspective. Embrace this phase with the confidence that love and intimacy have no expiration date. In the end, what matters most is not how our sexuality is expressed, but how we feel about it, how we connect with ourselves and those we love. In conclusion, I want to take a moment to reflect on everything we've discussed today, from the changes in sexual health as we age to the ways we can embrace these changes with a positive attitude. We've covered many important points. I hope you've gained valuable insights that will help you face this stage of life with confidence and understanding. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What have you learned so far? Is there something specific that stood out to you and that you feel will make a difference in your life? Please share a key lesson in the comments below that you plan to put into practice from now on. And if you like this video, don't forget to leave your comment, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Your support means a lot to us, and we look forward to continuing this journey together. See you in the next video.